She think of me when she with you. She really want a man to treat her right, and I can be the man la mama need for tonight. Your bitch want me to come through. She suffering from the baby nigga blues. She really want a man to beat it right, and I can be the man la mama need for tonight. Alphas don't trust hoes. They just think they should be trusted. Alphas take control. They just let they bitches lead. I'm just saying I'm the motherfucking man, cause my bitch ain't got no plans, and my wishes a command. And everything that she do is for the team. Seeing daddy win the ring, it's a motherfucking dream. And she knows everything I want, everything I need, it's guaranteed. Everything I do, everything I say, it's my way or no way, and no way is okay, you know. Your bitch want me to come through. She said she think of me when she with you. She really want a man to treat her right, and I can be the man la mama need for tonight. Your bitch want me to come through. She suffering from the baby nigga blues. She really want a man to beat it right, and I can be the man la mama need for tonight. I don't trust these hoes. Bitches don't know honesty. I stay in control. Never relinquish the lead. I'm just saying you are not the fucking man if your bitch got her own plans and your wish ain't her command. And everything that she do ain't for the team. Seeing you in the ring ain't her motherfucking dream. She should know everything you want, everything you need, it's a guarantee. Everything you do, everything you say, it's your way or no way, and no way is okay, you know. Your bitch want me to come through. She said she think of me when she with you. She really want a man to treat her right, and I can be the man la mama need for tonight. Your bitch want me to come through. She suffering from the baby nigga blues. She really want a man to beat it right, and I can be the man la mama need for tonight.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. me know if you guys, let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. I'd appreciate it. All right, guys, how about now? Oh yeah, I can hear a little. Yeah, I just gotta make sure this. All right, how about this, guys? Is this relatively a little bit better? Anyway. Okay, any echo at all, guys? Is there any static? Okay, cool. Very, very good. All right, let's get it.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 956th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of... Wait a minute. I don't have it with me. There it is. Your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small dick energy. It is Thursday, May 11th of 2022. It is good to have you in today. We are streaming live simultaneously to YouTube, Rumble, and Sharpstream. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharp Reality Live a part of your daily routine. Guys, be sure to make sure to follow me on Twitter at Donovan's Den, as well as on Instagram at Donovan Sharpe TSR, as well as How to Relationship. All right, guys. So I got a great show. I've got a wonderful show in store for you guys today. I am going to be reacting to the After Hours. At least the best parts of After Hours. SNEAKO and Destiny were on After Hours yesterday, and they really they talked about some fairly poignant issues, and it made for great entertainment, to be sure. A couple of things before we get to that, though. The first thing is I have a confession to make. I was the one that screwed up the sound on the hashtag How to Relationship podcast. There was something, and look, guys, I'm not a sound engineer by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm self-taught, so I'd like to think that I know more than most. But when you're dealing with a $1,200 soundboard, it really is kind of another dimension. It really is. I'm used to using, the Rodecaster Pro, which all of you guys know it's probably the most widely used sound mixer for amateurs like myself. Amateurs in terms of like sound and stuff. But I knew I know. I knew that if I was going to have a podcast with, 6, 7, 8 guests, I needed, obviously, I needed to get a bigger soundboard. So I did, and that's why. So shout out to Oma, the other guys. It turns out that they did not turn off their microphones. I just didn't have certain things in place. So that was me. The good news, the good thing about that is that it's not the equipment, because I was pissed. I was like, dude, so the sound mixer was like $11.97, and then I got the protection plan. I never get the protection plan, but I said, you know what? I don't know about this equipment. I'm gonna get the protection plan. What happened after that? I got the protection plan. And so there was a podcast we did last weekend in Philly, and we played it back immediately, and only one microphone was working. So I called up Big Mo, and I said, dude, like, what is going on? Is this equipment? Is it operator error? We went through it. He says, I think it's probably operator error, but I'm not there, so I can't tell you. So I said, okay. So I took the soundboard back to the place that I got it. I explained to them what happened, and the guy looked at the board immediately. He said, oh, yeah, okay. Turn this up, turn that down, Explained to me, I probably understood maybe half of what he was explaining to me, but I know more now than I did then. And the podcast we did on Sunday was perfect, sound-wise. So had to get that on out of the way. The second thing I want to get to is I need to ask you guys a question. So you guys all know, you guys are all well aware of the challenge I issued to one Jason Black. Jason Black, the quote-unquote Black Authority, right? He seems to have he's got a lot of fans. His fans are they're hardcore, man. Like they're ride or die, which is fine, I've got those kinds of fans too, but you have to really, really know who and what you're dealing with. Now, I'm not without my flaws. You guys know that I have a long criminal history. I've been arrested a bunch of times, multiple time convicted felon. I was dishonest about Devin's age. I shaved 5 years off of her age. That came out. Hey, it is what it is. When it really comes down to it, I didn't really have to. I could have just changed her birth date rather than the year. It is what it is. At this point, Devin looks so good. People realize she looks so good. They don't give a shit how old she is. They really don't. And the ones that pretend to give a shit about how old she is are the ones that want to fuck her the most. So it is what it is. Wow, that's amazing. But I want to ask you guys something about Jason Black. Does Jason Black live with his mother? Does Jason Black live with his mother? Look, maybe this guy. Look, let's just go ahead and get into this here. So here's what I have on one Jason Black, aka I guess his name is Jeremy L. Smith. Jeremy Lloyd Smith, 47 years old. And guys, I'm not trying to dox this person. I'm not trying to damage him. I'm not trying to dox him. I'm not trying to damage him. So other than his name, all proprietary information, and then of course his age, is going to be blocked out. It's going to be blocked out. I'm doing this in good faith because I really want to know who this dude is. And I'm not trying to be cruel or tell people where he lives, right? I'm not trying to do anything like that to him. I just want to look at a few things. So let's just quickly go through this. Jeremy L. Smith, 47-year-old male. And if you guys know where he lives, please don't put it in the chat. Please don't put it in the chat. Oh, wait a minute. You guys can't even see me. Hang on. Computer. Turn on the close-up camera. Turn on the close-up camera. Damn it, computer. Turn on the close-up camera. There we go. See where I'm at here. I think I'm good. Come on. Where are you at? There we are. Perfect. Okay, now you guys can see me. Sorry about that. Run a little behind on the time today, guys, so you'll have to excuse me. That's why I was doing the the picture, the camera correction during the intro. Anyway, so it says Jeremy L. Smith, 47-year-old male. The first 3 letters in his address is 162. Okay, all right. He's got a full address. I know exactly where it is, and this area here I blurred out because you eagle eyes. I know you guys are gonna want to know where he. I don't give a shit where he lives. I don't really care. But I'm going somewhere with this. Just stay with me. So the quick facts here on Jeremy L. Smith. Looks like he's 47 years old, so he's right around my age. There's his address again, 162. Okay, those are the first 3 digits of his address. And this right here, again, I've blocked it out because I'm not trying to dox anybody. Because heaven knows, the last person that needs to be doxed is Jason Black, right? I'm not trying to damage the man, right? I just don't respect him. I think he's a joke, and we're about to find out. I'm about to solidify this as well. So it's got his full address along with his 5-digit zip code and his 4-digit delivery code by the USPS. So it says the current address, 162 blah 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 -2411 is the current address for Jeremy. We found one company that listed this address in its corporate registration documents, Jason Black. Jason Black, right there. Then it said blank Smith is also connected to this place. Well, blank Smith is a female, so we're thinking, I don't know, maybe he lives with his girlfriend, maybe he's got a baby mama, who knows? We'll get to that shortly. It says, here's his phone number, blah, 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 blah. Last 4 digits, 0480. Okay. Residence of the, and I blocked out the zip code so that, again, eagle eyes, not trying to damage this man, not trying to dox him, just trying to make a point here. $770 a month for a 2-bedroom unit. God damn. $770 a month. Jesus Christ, dude, we pay $4K a month for where we live. That's why I'm trying to get the hell out of here, dude. Jesus Christ, it is expensive to live here in South Jersey. Ay, ay, ay. So this is according to the Social Security Administration. So let's move to the next slide here. So this is blank Smith, the female who lives with Jason. Her name is blank Smith. I know what it is. Please don't put it in the chat. 76-year-old female. Okay, no problem. A lot of people's last name is Smith, but take a look here. 162. Those are the first 3 digits of her address. Well, isn't that interesting? The first 3 digits of Jason's address. The first 3 digits of Jason's address is 162, and it looks like his rent is exactly the same. It's exactly the same amount. So it is reasonable to conclude. It is a reasonable conclusion that Jeremy L. Smith and blank Smith live in the same residence. Again, same 3 first digits, right? Same rent. The difference is Jason, quote unquote, is 47, and this 76-year-old female is 76. Now, unless Jason has a fetish for older women, like Hattie in New York, the 85-year-old Tinder 304, hey, if that's what he's into, that's perfectly fine. But they share the same last name. And I would find it hard to believe that Jeremy married a 76-year-old. I don't know how long they've been married, but I would find it very, very hard to believe that Jason Black would marry a woman 29 years his senior. 29 years older than him. 29 years his senior. She's 76. He's 47. Look, is it possible that this woman could be his wife? Absolutely. 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 Look, guys, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. Listen, man, Allie Drummond is married to her husband. Her husband's 51. She's 27. That's what, a 24-year difference? Hey, it happens. It's much more common in Allie's situation than in Jeremy's situation, but it does happen. It does happen, right? So let's go to the next slide. So we've established that it is more likely than not listen, they live at the same address. I'm not going to try to be a lawyer about this. I'm just, I want you guys to come to your own conclusion. Again, blocked all this out. So now let's go over here. Blank Smith. Oh, crap. Fucking hell. Of course, I forgot to fucking block that out. Sorry, guys. Jesus. Sorry about that. And Jeremy, sorry about that. I didn't mean to. Fucking hell. Dude, I must have edited these pictures 100 times. And every time I edited something, I could see something else that was proprietary. Sorry about that. I did not mean to do that. That's not what I planned to do. Anyway, the current address for Blank Smith. Oh, I'm sorry. Her age is 76. Her address also starts with 162. Oops. Nope, let me go back here. Her address also starts with 162. Well, so does Jason's. 162, and then the postal code 2411. 162 2411. That is the current address for blank. We know about one company registered at this address. Again, Jason Black. Jeremy L. Smith spent some time in this place. Blank is her phone number. So her phone number ends with 0480. Isn't that interesting? The last 4 digits of Jeremy's phone number is also 0480. Let's keep going. They live in a 2-bedroom, looks like it's a 2-bedroom apartment. Popularity rank, blah, 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 blah. Guys, Jason Black lives with his mother. He lives with his mother. He does. And there have been hit pieces on Jason about how he's a criminal and this and that and the other. I don't care about that. Hell, I can't care about that. I'm a criminal. Right? Like, I'm a criminal. You guys still follow me. You guys believe in my message. So, listen, Jason being a criminal or whatever, to me, I don't care about that. I mean, dude, just because someone's a criminal doesn't mean they don't know what they're talking about. Jordan Belfort, major criminal. Dude, people pay $100,000 to go watch him talk at auditoriums. Why? Because he knows what the hell he's talking about. There are all kinds of celebrities, influencers, people who change other people's lives who have criminal records. It is what it is. Like, I'll be the first to tell you, just because you have a criminal record doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad person. And people know that, but they pretend to think it matters. Oh my God, he's a convicted felon. How can you trust him? You don't have to trust me. You don't have to trust me, right? You just have to understand that I know what the hell I'm talking about. I know what the hell I'm talking about. And the reason, and again, the reason why you guys listen to me is because you guys know what I'm talking about. I've got all the receipts. I've got all the stories, dude. I've got all the receipts, man. Like, all the girls I've banged and I've got text message receipts and all that good stuff. So you guys know that you can trust me. Okay, so I beat the crap out of a few guys, put a couple in the hospital. Does that mean that all women aren't like that? Does that mean that I don't know what hoe tendencies are? Okay, so I lied about Devin's age. All right, fine. It is what it is, but does that discredit me? All right? Okay, so I've been arrested 30 some odd times. Does that disqualify me from talking about a woman's true nature? Right? The fact of the matter is this, guys. The fact of the matter is this. I don't care that Jason or Jeremy got in trouble with the law. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. However, apparently he got in trouble for domestic Duracell, right? I'm not going to pass judgment on him for that, but I will say this. If you put hands on a woman, you're a coward. You're a coward, Jeremy. I told you he was a coward. The guy was afraid to confront Pearl. The guy still hasn't answered me. Of course he's a domestic abuser. Cowards are domestic abusers. Anyone who physically isubas their female significant other, they don't know how to fight, guys. they don't know how to fight. They know how to fight women because you don't really have to know how to fight in order to fight women. Right? We're bigger, faster, stronger, doesn't matter. But if you put your hands on a woman, dude, like, you are a coward, homie. Only cowards get into fights they know they won't lose. Right? Only cowards accost people when they don't think that there are any repercussions. Just like I told you about the Reddit post yesterday that Devin sent me. The guy splashed water on a dude and spit on him. The guy got pissed off, grabbed him. All of a sudden, the guy, fetal position. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. No, it's too late for that. It's too late for that. You need this ass whooping to teach you a lesson. You need this ass whooping to teach you a lesson. By the way, they got him outside. They clocked him a couple of good times in the face. So he will never do that again. But the point is that Jason lives with his mother, guys. This is why we know he is a coward. Anyone who speaks with the kind of confidence and bravado that he does and doesn't show his face, there is always something fucked up about him. Dude, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Sydney P. Raghunath, a.k.a. MGTOW Dictionary. Guess what? He also lives with his mother. So MGTOW Dictionary lives with his mother. Jeremy L. Smith, a.k.a. Jason Black, lives with his mother. But this nigga wants to tell me he charges $5,000 for people to see him? Bruh, you've never seen $5,000 in cash, homie. You've never put your hands on $5,000, fam. Sorry. Don't care. You are no... Dude, listen, man. Look. Look, I'm sure you probably have some good points. But as a 47-year-old man, I have a very, very hard time calling anyone the authority on anything if they're living with their mother at damn near $100. Nigga, you are a loser. You live with your mother. Like, honestly, Jason Black needs to shut the fuck up. Bruh, you live with your mother. How the hell can you be taken seriously when you live with your mama? Like, look, never mind the criminal record. Look, listen, man, we've all done some shit that we're not proud of, right? I'm not going to sit here and cast any aspersions from on high of the moral cathedral, because heaven knows I've done my share of shit. But bruh, you live with your mother at 47. Yeah. I'd ignore me too, Jason. Unfucking believable. All these fucking losers that don't show their face, there's always something with it. There is absolutely always something with it, man. These guys talk all tough like they're big and bad and Oop, wait a minute. Sorry about that. These guys talk all big and tough like they're all big, bad, and masculine. Come to find out, nigga lives with his goddamn mama. Unbelievable. Ay, Jason. Jason, I'll tell you what, man. You need to take me up on that offer. You need to take me up on that $5,000 offer, because it sounds like you and your mom could definitely use the money. And I'm trying to help you out. Say what you want about me, man. Okay, yeah, my fiance is 46. She's a year older than me. All right, great. She looks good. She looks better than most women half her age. I'm good with that. I got my own place. I have 4... Well, let me not start all of that. But I'm good. So, Jason, my friend... Jason, you live with your mother, fam. You live with your mother. Ay. All right. So to business here. So last night, Destiny and SNEAKO were on Fresh and Fit After Hours. Obviously, I was supposed to be there yesterday to debate Destiny. Unfortunately, I caught the beer bug and just couldn't be there. But listen, as soon as I can, I'll head on out there. I'm down there all the time. A lot of people, oh, you're afraid of Destiny, dude. I am not afraid. I am not afraid of a blue-haired cuck who plays video games for a living, who allows other men to smash his woman. Sorry, I'm not intimidated by that. And like I said, Myron knows the ground rules. We are not going to argue. We are going to have a discussion. Because like I said, Destiny likes to cut you off and talk really, 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 really fast. That's not going to do that. It ain't going down like that. And I understand he was talking some shit about me on Fresh and Fit last night. That's okay. I'll confront him about that when we're on. I'll confront him about that when we're on. But so we're gonna go through and we're gonna watch. There are 6 different. Looks like there's 6 different stops that we're going to make. But these are all the best parts. Let's do it.
I have a question for the ladies on the.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry about that.
Panel.
Please.
Right.
Would you guys date a man that said he would never live with you, but instead wanted to live with all of his boys instead? So you can date him long term, but he tells you, I'm never going to live with you. You can have sleepovers and stuff, but we're never going to live together. But he's like a cool guy otherwise. I'm just curious.
Myron, I have a follow-up question after we go answer this one.
Okay.
To combat this one.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
We'll start here with Miss Paris. Would you live with a guy who would
not live with a guy, date a guy.
Or yeah, okay. Excuse me. Would you date a guy seriously that said he doesn't want to live with you?
If I'm dating you seriously and you don't want to live with me, I think that it's a little weird because it's sketchy. I mean that we kind of have something to hide, so no.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Okay.
Yes.
Of course she would. That dick game is on point.
Oh, okay. You would agree with it. Okay.
Yeah.
W.
All right. What about you?
Oops.
Personally, I don't think I would actually live with anyone until I'm engaged. So that would be like
Makes
a deal
sense.
breaker. If he was like,
Okay.
I'll never live with you. Yeah, I'm not going for that.
No, but while you're dating, that's fine.
Well, but we're saying forever, so that's cool.
No,
we got your
she,
answer.
he said forever. He
Yeah.
said, I will never live with you, like, ever.
She listens.
True.
Okay.
You could learn something,
I'm
SNEAKO.
not about to graduate law school for nothing.
Oh, for
No.
crow.
All right, so that's enough from you. What about you?
That is scary.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
I agree. And
Here we go. She had to mention it. I didn't graduate law school for nothing. Oh boy, she's one of those. Dude, what the fuck is up with this?
logistically, especially long term for like the family unit, that's probably not going to be the best thing.
Well, she's attractive.
No.
It depends on like the definition of like dating, but like me personally, I had a bad experience living with the guy that I was dating, so I personally would not do it again.
Okay.
I'd rather just like.
So you'd be
just,
okay
like,
with that?
Look at SNEAKO. Look at SNEAKO eavesdropping on Destiny.
Of course,
Okay,
100%.
And I think SNEAKO and Destiny, I think they're pretty good friends. Even though they disagree on just about everything, they're pretty good friends. So
Different locations. All right.
Yeah.
What about you?
W.
W.
I think I would be okay with it if it was like his own house, but like the fact that it's with like other guys, I don't know about
Is
that.
that required
That's
in the
Well,
question
because
that
you would
you're
be
asking?
living with other high-value men, of course. So
Okay.
you know, you'd be networked.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would say yes, but if you
see, I don't like that he does that. He picks fun. He picks fun as if there's no such thing as a high value man, but he's only half kidding and he's kind of mocking this thing. And he's been around this 100 times. That's why Myron and SNEAKO are just like, all right, fine, whatever, dude.
he's doing what other guys know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you think it's a little sus, or?
Yeah, unless he had like, you know, he was running like a YouTube channel in there and
Oh,
they
okay.
like worked together or something.
Ah, interesting.
work.
Oh,
Okay.
Haunted house.
interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
So that's a
Okay.
yes then.
That's a yes.
What about
Well,
Yeah, that's not a tit tattoo. That's a cleavage tattoo.
Dating, yes. Married, no. Because when I
Okay.
want to have kids, I want a 2-parent household.
Mhm.
There you go.
Okay, I wouldn't do that.
No.
No.
What about when you're on your period?
Oh my god.
Do I have to be in the house with you?
Ay, 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 ay.
Especially not. I think
Ah!
I could take a week off in the apartment.
maybe.
All right. That's a compromise I'm willing to deal
It's
with.
all.
it's
I
a
can
religious thing for him. He can't be near women
Okay.
that are menstruating.
Absolutely
it's
not
like
haram.
Really?
Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. You can't be around your wives while they're bleeding.
You
Haram!
gotta follow that
Hurrah!
Quran all the way, bro.
Oh, he doesn't eat pork or anything.
Hey, Neil Ray, what's up, brother?
I'm
so.
watching you.
Yeah.
Watch.
Angie.
I think it's better that way.
Yeah, I think that's completely fine. He can live with whoever he wants.
W. Marin.
I mean, if he doesn't.
Yo, Chris, you said it directly, bro.
Man.
It's too
So I guess Myron's fucking this girl? I guess he's fucking this
obvious
hoe?
now.
Chris, man.
What? That was obvious.
So continue on, Angie.
Hey,
Ignore
you
him.
guys can. You should
Ignore him.
grow up, man.
Yeah,
Like, seriously.
Ignore him. Go ahead.
Yeah, like it's better if he doesn't live with me. You know, like it's just better for the relationship. So
Okay. Now you got a follow-up question, SNEAKO?
Yes. Go ahead. Which way do you want to start?
Oh, we can start with Angie and then work our way.
Angie,
He actually calls her by her name. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Dr. B84 says that's Angie Gaines. I suppose so. I guess that's the flavor of the week.
Would you take a man seriously that sucks dick?
Oh my god. Oh my
SNEAKO.
god. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now, listen, we're, you know, listen, I will give this to Destiny. At least he's a good sport about it. All right? At least he is a good sport about it.
Genuine question. Could you? Okay, let's simplify the question. Could you date a man seriously that's bisexual?
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't like that.
No.
No maricon.
I just feel like if that's what you do, then I'll never satisfy you as a woman. You're gonna always want a man.
No, that's stupid. That's cap. She is the reason why she would never date a bisexual man is because she thinks it's gross. That's why. You don't have to be like, well, I can never satisfy you. So, but what if? Come on, like I swear to God, women are so afraid to really say what's on their mind. It's crazy.
That's what I think.
Right. But maybe you could tag team it. You know.
Oh my God, this.
I don't think so.
Oh,
Okay.
All you
Is
get.
that what you think about tag teaming at SNEAKO?
Come
Is that
on
a-
me. All you get.
Bisexual man is not completely masculine.
There it is.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
What about you?
That's true.
Probably not, just because I feel like
Or
I would be scared
probably
to
not.
catch something. I don't know.
Oh,
That's like
stop.
having sex with
Catch
both
what? A
genders.
flu?
Like
An
I don't
STD?
know.
The booty flu.
Yeah, an
STD?
STD.
Yeah,
I would be
okay.
scared.
You can get STD, dude. Women are far more likely to catch STDs than men are. Try again, Toots.
What about you?
Completely.
Yeah, 100%. No, that's weird. Yeah.
Okay.
That's super weird.
No.
What about you?
That's funny.
No.
No. Zena.
Haram.
Okay.
Haram!
No, I wouldn't date.
Wow. So there
Oh, that is Zena.
wasn't one that was okay with that, but the living with high value man thing, which you were kind of insinuating is gay, that men want to live with other men.
Told you.
The panel was pretty 50-50 on that. Some of them were okay with the compromise. It's work. They understand. Depends on what level of the relationship. But when it comes to bisexuality, not one woman here is okay with that. What do you think about
No person in a serious relationship would be okay with never living with their partner. That's a joke.
He's right.
Like even the people that sat on the panel, they'd be okay with it. They wouldn't be okay with it in a serious long-term
They
relationship.
just
Yeah. Look, Destiny's right. Destiny's right, man. No woman is ever going to be okay with never living with a man she's in a long-term relationship with. Because again, when a man and a woman get together, there is an unspoken agreement. You provide me, listen, you stay fit, feminine, friendly, and faithful. You provide me with good sex, you represent me well in public, keep my house clean, my balls empty, my belly full. Hey man, come on into Casa de Sharpe, right? What we have to understand as men, especially in this space, is that women have to get a return on investment too, guys. They can't. They're not just gonna fuck you and only you for nothing. It does not work that way. Women do not give sexual exclusivity to a man that is not going to take care of her. So if you're in a long-term relationship with a woman you don't live with, you're not in a relationship. You're not in a relationship because if she doesn't live with you, trust me, she's fucking other dudes on the side. Real shit. Real shit.
said they would be.
That's fine. They say, but didn't you guys also say women lie all the time?
You think they're
Nobody
lying?
who's like 32 who is talking.
Okay, yes, women lie all the time, but not when it comes to what they would do with what men. Oh, okay. Oh, so a woman on the panel. So you ask 100 women if they would ever date a switch hitter. How many? Dude, close to 100% of those women will say no. Are they lying then? No, I really would date a Roberto Alomar, but I'm just gonna lie about it. No, hell no.
Talking to their like friends, like, "Oh, you're dating this guy? Yeah, we dated for like 8 years. I'm really excited because tomorrow I'm gonna go have a sleepover at his house." Nobody would be okay with that. That's a joke.
But Destiny, that would mean they would all lie on every answer. So this means it's not good a basement of judgment.
That's true.
You never know. I do want to say this so that it makes more sense because just so you guys know, he asked that question to make fun of us because we were saying earlier that you shouldn't live with your girl. When I said that, what I mean is in like You should get a house, like, let's say y'all have a family, y'all have kids or whatever. You buy a house for her and the kids, and you're there, but you should not be spending all your time there is my point. You should have another address that you can go to at times to create, you know, some space. I think space makes things very important, and things makes the heart grow fonder, space. So I should have qualified.
So we were actually saying the two-house strategy. That's what you were going for.
Yes, yeah.
I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 1,000%. Devin and I, we have this. We have our townhouse here in our gated community. I got a small apartment in downtown Philly. That's not for everybody, and not everybody has the means to be able to do that. But if you can, that's what you do. And to be honest with you, I mean, my studio, I spend most of my time in here. I spend more time in this studio than anywhere else. And what it really comes down to is, you know, trying to create space, right? If Devin ever acts up or does some dumb shit, I can be right out the door. I'll be right out the door. She has no idea what the address to my place is in downtown Philly. No idea whatsoever. So if she does some dumb shit, and dude, I've never had to leave for a day or two. But Devin knows that if I would, I could. A lot of guys say, well, I'm leaving, and then an hour and a half later, they're back because they don't have a place to live. Or they don't have another place. They go stay at a hotel or something. Nope, Nope, I will Uber my happy ass all the way to downtown Philly because parking is very expensive. And I'll chill out. Dude, I'll chill out in there for a couple days. Teach her a lesson. That's the way it goes.
Because you didn't ask for more detail, but that's what that would be the strategy in that situation where, like, if you have a family and it's serious, yes, you have a house for her and the children. You come in periodically and do what you need to do. You obviously support the family because I think the man should be the breadwinner. But you have
100%.
another address that you actually stay at because I think living with a woman does make you soft as a man.
But when you're gonna go to your other address, you're gonna like.
Yes, it does. Listen, living with a woman does make you softer. It does. She's a woman. She's soft. She's feminine. She's submissive. She's docile. With Dev, I don't really have to correct her. I don't really have to correct her too much anymore. I mean, dude, we've got over 17. We've got over 7 years in. She knows what's up. She already knows. I don't have to do training or no. All that's over with. She knows what's up. So if she ever fucks up, she knows. That's why she hasn't fucked up in a long time.
It's sketchy. It's weird.
Yep.
I mean.
So?
Well, there's a couple of reasons for that, and I'd be happy to go into it if you guys want me to. But before I do, did you guys have anything on that situation with the whole penis licking and living somewhere else? Any?
I mean, it's interesting because you guys talk about like getting to know a woman or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like for me personally, I don't consider relationships real until people are living with each other because you don't know shit about your partner until you have to spend every day with them to like really figure out what's going on.
Of course.
And when you can choose when to see your partner on only your best days, it's hard to know what the person's really like. I think.
Okay, all right. See, listen, Destiny is a lot of things. He's also a smart dude. He's also a smart dude. That right there, what he just said it's true, but it's a risk. It's too much of a risk to live with a woman, guys. It is way too much of a risk for the average man to live with the average woman. But Donovan, you live with a woman. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I trained her for a year and a half. She is very good to me. And, listen, man, all signs are pointing to what appears to be a successful relationship. Right? But that doesn't, dude, nothing's guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed, dude. Devin could go feral for any reason or no reason at all. So, if you absolutely positively want to live with a woman, and I agree with Destiny, if you want to be in a long-term relationship with a woman, at some point you guys are going to have to share a residence. I don't recommend it, especially in this day and age, what with the way the laws are. You'll fuck around and have a woman live with you for a few years. You'll fuck around and be common law married. So the first thing you need to do, if you ever want to live with a woman, make sure that you are not in a common law marriage state. If you are in a common law marriage state, do not live with a woman. New Jersey is not a common law marriage state. Nevada is not a common law marriage state. It's no accident that I have picked Reno, Nevada to settle down and plant my flag. Two such reasons: no state taxes, no common law marriage. Number two, if you want to live with a woman, your name should be the only one on the lease. The only one on the lease. Your name is on the lease. Electricity's in your name, cables in your name, cell phones in your name. Everything, every utility, including the lease, needs to be in your name. Because if it's not, the woman living with you could turn your life upside down. Dude, she could have the power cut off if it's in her name. She could have the water cut off if it's in your name. She could kick you out of her house. If you are both on the lease, all she has to do is call the cops and say, yeah, you put hands on me. You're out of there. You're out of there. However, if everything is in your name, you have all the leverage. Does this mean that you are completely risk-free? Absolutely not. I'm sure there are a number of situations that could get that could bring some relative trouble to a man's life. But if your name is on everything and you do not live in a common law marriage state, then the odds of you getting taken for a ride by a woman drastically reduced. There's no such thing as a risk-free proposition with a woman, guys. We risk a lot more when we get involved with women, but women do risk. They have their risks too. They have their risks too. Not quite as much, but they're risking their time. Because a woman's worst nightmare is to waste 5 years, 4, 5, 6 years with a guy and end up not together or married. So from 22 till 28, she's in a 6-year long-term relationship, whatever the case may be, and all of a sudden they break up. Now she's 28 years old. She's about to hit the wall and not in a relationship. So yeah, she's going to be particular about who she chooses to commit to. Everybody has a risk, guys. There's so many guys who, oh yeah, but you're still paying and this and that. There is no such thing as a risk-free proposition that can benefit you. Living with a woman, being in a good relationship with a woman who trusts, loves, and respects you is very beneficial. But it is equally detrimental if she does not. This is why you have to protect yourself and get leverage.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree too. Yeah.
But I can also argue, if we live in separate houses, I'm going to see her all the time anyway.
Why would you see her all the time? You live in separate houses.
Yeah, but like, we'll meet up for dinner, for,
You can live close too. You can live like right down the street. Shit. Next door if
But
you want.
that's like essentially just picking and choosing when you want to like be around. And I don't think that is like what a long-term relationship is supposed to be about. That's more casual dating.
It doesn't have to be like that. And I would think that casual dating most of the time is happier. A lot of marriages end up sexless. A lot of marriages end up miserable. If you could...
Bingo! Girlfriends are better than wives, guys. I've said this for years. Girlfriends are better than wives. Wives have no incentive to stay fit, feminine, friendly, or faithful. They don't.
Pick and choose when to spend time. That means that the time you spend together is going to be ultra quality because you want to show your best self. You want to be meaningful. Early on in a relationship, people always dress up nice. They put on nice cologne. You should have the best talking points. You try to entertain each other. You're trying to make each other as happy as possible because you want to impress them.
Yeah, it's a honeymoon phase. It's smoke and mirrors.
Why?
No, the honeymoon phase isn't smoke and mirrors. The honeymoon phase isn't smoke in mirrors. The honeymoon phase is the honeymoon phase. Things are new. You guys don't know each other, but you see the best of each other. That's how it goes.
Why would you give up that honeymoon phase? You should try to keep that as much as possible. If you can upkeep that 30 years down the line, that's going to be a happier marriage than two people who are just annoyed by their presence.
Devin and I never had a honeymoon phase. We never, ever, ever had a honeymoon phase. That's just not, we never had one. Never had a honeymoon phase. And I'm glad we didn't. See, that's what's in listen, I'm not special, Devin's not special, our relationship isn't special. But we decide to make it special, man. And I'm not trying to sit here and say that my relationship is the best or the worst or anything like that. But part of the reason Devin and I work so well is exactly the reason that SNEAKO just said, because you're both still making an effort. Dude, Devin weighs herself once a week, dude. She's in the best shape of her life. If I had actually put a ring on it and legally married her, are you kidding me? Seriously? She's already got me by the balls. What reason does she have to go in there and squat and deadlift and keep her ass in good shape? Huh? What reason does she have to literally torture herself in our gym 5 days a week? What reason does she have to, cook and clean on the regular? Devin brings up my breakfast and lunch every day. All I have to do is say, hey, make me some eggs, toast, and bring me a coffee. Bring me a coffee. Eggs, toast, bring me some fresh fruit and a coffee. 5 minutes later, it's right up here. All right, let me get a half a chicken breast and a baked potato. Boom. Those are the things that girlfriends do. And unfortunately, with modern women, if you allow them to take you for granted, they're not going to continue to do the things necessary to keep your commitment. Listen, any woman can get any man. Any woman can get any man. Like, that's just how it is. Keeping a man, now that's the trick. That's the trick.
The honeymoon phase. The honeymoon phase is when you
have to be annoyed with the person. I was in a relationship for 8 years, and 6 years I was living with my man. And sometimes, we were all of each other faces, and it was annoying. But most of the times, we get to know each other.
Yeah, but hey, look, listen, man, I understand needing some alone time away from your significant other. But, dude, if you're in a relationship with someone, you should at least like the other person. I like Devin. I like spending time with her. We have a good time together. That's why I like being with her. Now, don't get me wrong. There are times where I need to separate myself from her. That's why I have this studio. That's why I've got my apartment downtown. Well, it's not really an apartment. It's really kind of a luxury loft, right? Kind of like, it's all one room, but, exposed brick everywhere. Unbelievable view. It's really, really nice. Really, really nice. I think I closed on it like 2 months after we got here. Something like that. But yeah, I mean, anytime anyone is worried, I don't want to see him all the time, then that probably isn't the person for you. All being compatible means is just getting along. And if you don't get along with the other person, then things are going to get a little dicey sometimes if you spend too much time together.
Our default, I don't know. I feel like it's more real when you can see the bad, the ugly, and then you appreciate more the beautiful.
I think when you do the casual dating, you're not meeting the person. You're only seeing the representative, right?
Yeah.
When you do casual dating, you're seeing the person you're not even really seeing them. They could be putting on a front. But when you live with somebody, like you said, outside of all the flashy cologne and the dresses and everything, you get to see who the person really is. And if you want to fall in love with somebody, I think you need that part more than just
you are living with her for a period of time. It's just that it's segmented. It's like, okay, 3 days I spent with her, boom, now I'm going to go home and have my space. You are living with her and seeing that side. It might take you would have been able to find maybe certain things in.
Well, I will say this. You can get to know a woman without living with her, but it's going to take a lot longer. And listen, if some guys are willing to spend that extra time, hey, more power to you. Look, man, I have no problem with any man who says, I will never live with a woman. I got no problem with that. I understand why, and I'm not mad at it. I get it. Because living with a woman it's an extremely, extremely risky proposition. I understand, man. I mean, look, I get it. But I love waking up next to an attractive woman every day. I love it when I love it when I oversleep by 5 minutes. Devin strips down completely naked and just wraps her. I mean, I like that kind of stuff, man. And for me, that's worth it, at least for now.
2 months that you would have taken you maybe 7 or 8 months living together every single day, but you still find these traits out and still get to know the person. But the main reason why I say guys need to live in a separate location isn't necessarily for the woman, it's for the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, but when I find a woman that synergizes with you, that can help you, that can build you up, but you guys work as a partner, as a team, and she's not dragging you
as
down.
a team on what?
Yeah.
What are we going to work on together? Me and my mom.
Literally anything. You guys can do health stuff together. You can do meals together. You can go out and have fun together. You can watch TV shows together. You can.
So we can go out together. I don't want to cook with her. Why would you want to do that?
Because it's fun as fuck. What do you mean? That's a super fun activity.
Cooking is fun.
With a significant other, anything can be fun.
Okay, so this is just an opinion, right? Destiny's right. Listen, SNEAKO doesn't like to cook. He didn't want to cook with his woman. Neither do I. But I understand what he's talking about.
Fun, yeah.
It's fun.
Everything becomes fun when you with somebody that you love. So, watching
slight slight correction. Everything is like going, like Devin and I, we went to Hawaii back in 2016, right? She paid for the whole thing, right? We had a great time. And it's interesting now that I think about it, that was really sort of our quasi honeymoon, just given the way things have worked out, right? But when we went to, like, it would have been great to go to Hawaii by myself, but it was a lot more fun to have her with me. We also did the Grand Canyon. We did a helicopter tour of the Grand Canyon. That would have been great by myself, but it was so much more fun with Dev. I say this all the time, guys. My life is awesome. It would be awesome without Devin. Please believe I'd be all right. I would be all right. But my life is, I can freely admit that my life is better with her in it. If she were to leave, yeah, I'd be bummed for a little while, but I'd be okay. It's all right.
Boring ass movie can be super like entertaining with someone that you love.
Okay. Look, lady. So because you guys keep looking.
Smooth NC says, if you want a wife, go overseas. Bingo. Yeah, gentlemen, don't marry these. Do not marry these American hoes. Do not marry these American hoes. American women are not worth getting married to legally. I don't care who you are. If you marry a woman in America, it is only a matter of time before you take an L.
Looking at it from the female perspective, right? Of like, hey, I get to be with my man, etc. And you guys are looking at it from there. But the reason why I'm saying, and I'm advising men, by the way, why they shouldn't do it is because men typically become lazy when they live with their girl. And what I mean by that is they don't have the same sharpness that they used to have when they attracted the girl in the first place. They're not as diligent about the gym a lot of the times. They start to get lazy. They don't work as hard as they used to.
It's the same thing with women. So what Myron is endorsing here, is like, look, man, you have to have a place of your own so that you can maintain your edge. It also creates a little scarcity. You wanna make your woman a little more attracted to you? Pull back a little bit. Don't spend as much time with her. Don't text her as often. If she's really into you, she'll engage. If not, she'll continue to let it slide down.
Etc. Because women are very comforting, right? And on top of that, let's be 1,000. Women are inherently lazy in general, so they're going to go ahead and encourage you to be lazy. Oh no, stay inside and hang out with me. Let's have some ice cream. Let's watch a movie. Blah blah blah. So I don't want guys, right, to live in an environment that's too comfortable, right, aka their girl, and get soft. I want guys to stay sharp, to be the man that she fell in love with in the first place.
Guys, look, this has happened to me to a degree. Right? Look, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm Mr., 100,000% red pill alpha, this and that and that there. No, man, I'm human. Right? Like I've listen, now I'm certainly not soft by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, I'm a little less intense, not by much, but a little less. Because Devin, she is comforting. We all want a soft place to lay our head. She's a soft place to lay my head. So yeah, naturally, after dealing with yahoos on the internet, yeah, it's a soft place to lay my head, man. It really is. And so as men, we need to be conscious, and we need to be aware. Okay, I'm getting a little bit soft, so let me re-up on these good habits. So I understand what Myron's saying here. It makes sense.
And you're going to maintain that edge and that sharpness by not living with her.
Right. Not only would I disagree, I would actually use a stat earlier actually that I think actually contradicts that. I think in some ways women can keep men sharper. One of the things you brought up that was only one of the points that was true about men doing worse after divorce is that when men get married through all facets of life, they tend to commit less crime. And as soon as a man gets divorced, the likelihood for him to do more crime starts to increase again because he doesn't have anybody like a stable environment holding him down.
That's absolutely ridiculous. So men who are not married are less likely to commit crimes. Whatever study or statistic he is talking about, that could be, dude, men committing crimes, whether or not they're married or unmarried, doesn't have anything to do with him having a woman at home. I think that men are less likely to commit crimes when they have children. They don't want to abandon their children. They don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to leave their kids fatherless. Women do not. So what Destiny is implying here is that being married, being in a long-term relationship, there's a direct correlation between men committing crimes and their relationship status. as if to imply that women are the stabilizing force. My friend, women are anything but stable. That doesn't make them bad, but women are not, dude, women don't galvanize anything. They don't solidify anything. They're just a part of the process. Like you're not, like me as a man, the reason why I am the way I am is because of me, not because of my woman. Man, like, dude, I've been the same dude since day motherfucking one. I've been the same dude since day one. And the reason I haven't committed a crime since 15 is because I don't want to fucking go to prison. That's what keeps me from committing crimes. I don't want to fucking go to prison. Read some of your super chats here. Neil Ray, member for 16 months. Says, always a risk. Have to lower it by right choices. 100%. REI 12 figures, $2. Says, YouTube is preventing me from sending you super chats. Neil Ray has, with a gifted super chat to Morgan Jones. Appreciate that. Luke Red Pill Perry says, Blink and ADT should be in your name. Actually, I got to give credit to Devin for that. Devin found that information. REI 12 figures with a $10 super chat says, what I tried to send before, I figured you would understand what Myron and Fresh meant on this point, but I didn't know the additional spot downtown. That's next level game. Yeah. Yeah, man. Anytime you have a place that you can go, anytime your woman knows that you can and will disappear for a couple of days, it tends to keep her in, she tends to be better behaved. Night Commander says, proud member for 3 months. Loving it. Appreciate that. Night Commander. Appreciate that very, very much. Let's continue.
So you should have good friends around you. You should have iron sharpens iron. Iron does not get sharpened by a feather, and women are
The
feathers.
relationship. No, I can't speak for you because I don't know if you do gay relationships. I don't, so I don't have experience with that.
You said you do.
The way I don't date men. Now, if you're dating a man,
see, there we go. Do you see how he does this? Listen, watch.
You should have iron sharpens iron. Iron does not get sharpened by a feather, and women.
So that's what SNEAKO is saying. Iron sharpens iron. Feather doesn't sharpen iron. A woman is a feather. She's not going to make you sharper. She's not going to make you sharper. She is going to make you softer. That's just the way of the world, man. You can't continue to be this hard exterior around your soft, feminine woman. So SNEAKO is correct, but Destiny wants to, again, talk about this like women are some sort of stabilizing force. That's not the case.
Women are
the relationship. No,
see, so he cuts him off.
I can't speak for you because I don't know if you do gay relationships. I don't, so I don't have experience with that.
You see, there it is. I don't, so I have an experience. And then he hits the period before he moves on. No, you don't do gay relationships, Destiny, but you are a switch hitter. You see how he tries to? This is what he does, guys. He cuts you off. He talks very quickly, and when he talks, he speaks definitively, and then he stops it and doesn't let you respond. And what that ends up doing is that solidifies this as a fact, as though he's an authority. No, sorry.
You said you do.
The way I don't date men. No.
See? I don't date men. Okay, but you have sex with them, Destiny. You have sex with them.
Now, if you're dating a man, it might be like that. But the relationship that you have with a woman when you're dating a woman is different than the relationship you have with your bros when you're with bros.
No. Did you figure that out all by yourself?
Your woman should be arguably more invested with you and in you than any of your guy friends are, because they don't have to live with you. They're not building a life with you. They're just being a friend to you.
Yeah, he's right. But again, Destiny, there are risks to living with a woman.
You can be friends with guys that do crazy fucking shit. Your friend can become an alcoholic. He can ruin his fucking life. Because you're his friend.
Friends with them.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. Don't be friends with him. Thank you.
But I'm saying, but with a woman, she's invested in your success as much.
Dude, is this man sitting here telling me that it's a riskier proposition to have a relationship with your bros than a relationship with your woman? Is he really saying this? Like, for real? Like, listen, I understand what he's saying, but we're in 2023, fam. This is 2023. This ain't 1983, dude.
Much as you should be invested in your success.
She can still be an asset, though. Just living somewhere else.
Yeah.
But that doesn't have to be with me.
Then why can't she be your best friend?
And then once again, adding to that as well, let's say I live with a woman, right? We see each other all the time. It's going to become boring. if it's time away, then she can miss me and want me more, and it's meaningful.
Okay, so Fresh is speaking like a 30-year-old man. Fresh is young. He's not ready to live with a woman. He's not mentally ready to live with a woman. You gotta look. Think about this. Think about this. You can't expect guys like Myron and Fresh, who are literally swimming in money, swimming in cash, swimming in pussy, to want to live with a woman. Dude, Myron just turned 33, I think. Fresh is 30, maybe 31. They're young, dude. They are young.
But I agree in the sense. I agree in the sense of like before marriage. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But once you're married and you have children and you're building a family dynamic.
Well, yes. If you are listen, if you have children with a woman, yes, you need to live with her for your children.
Do I want my husband going in and out my kids' lives because he needs space for 3 days? No.
He's not going anywhere.
If you're living in a separate house, like I don't.
Yeah, that's Fresh is being silly. He's got to be trolling. You can't have kids with a woman and not live with her. I mean, I don't know. Just don't have kids.
Agree with that in a marriage.
What's the difference if he's working or he's overseas working? Like if he's a high businessman, like he's not going to.
Because he's not overseas working. He's living in a house down the street.
Down the street, and
yeah, there's a difference.
My dad is a lawyer, and he went on business trips, and he had to travel a lot. He did not have a separate house down the street from my family home. He was a very present, active dad that still handled business and was a provider and did everything.
But he could do the same thing, just not live there. Your dad went away, right? To travel for a couple of days. He wasn't there all the time.
Yeah, but he was on business, not, my dad had to leave the house and go down the street for 3 days because he needed space.
But once again, the same scenario there, he's not there. However, the context is different.
Because he's working to make money to pay for our lives.
I'm sure
that's what you tell the kids.
Look, I agree, man. I think I agree with the bitches on this. I mean, listen, look. If you have kids with a woman and you want your children to be well-adjusted people, yes. Dude, wrap your junk, guys. If you never want to be in that situation, you got to wrap your junk. But guys, we got to be responsible. If both of you knowingly had unprotected sex and understood what unprotected sex could possibly lead to, and it leads to a pregnancy carried to term, yeah, things will have to change.
You don't tell them he lives in a separate house. Like,
why would you lie to your kids about your dad having to leave the house because he just needs 3 days of space from mom?
As if kids don't lie to their friends, as if parents don't lie to their kids in the first place?
For a week.
I mean, if your kids are 4 years old and they hear you upstairs, doing what adults do, are you going to tell them, oh yeah, we were fucking? No, you're going to lie. Oh, mommy and daddy were playing a game.
Hearing him fucking is a lot different. Okay, and then not even...
Yeah, I get it, but sex is different from my dad's got to leave to go live with his... to go live at his place. I get it.
And to mention, the biggest thing here is nobody would trust a guy not to cheat if that was the arrangement as well. Right? Sure. Like if your guy's leaving for 3 or 4 days at a time and then you comes back and it's easy, like I can't see any long-term relationship ever working out that way. That's just
bottom line.
That means you're looking at it in a monogamous sense.
This is the best way that a man is going to be able to upkeep his masculinity. This is the way that he's...
In 2023. It's the only way. It's in 2023, man. Didn't used to be like that, but it is now.
Iron sharpens iron. And I asked, like, what is the team that you're talking about with the man and the wife? And you said watching TV together, cooking together. You said a bunch of feminine activities. And right now, all the women are agreeing with you, but they also disagreed with being in a relationship with you. They said they wouldn't want to be with the bisexual guy.
I'm not trying to date any of the women here, number one.
Oh, there it is. But they didn't ask you if you were trying to date any of the women there. SNEAKO asked if you would date a man who was a switch hitter, and they said no. Destiny is a switch hitter. So you can't say, well, I would never date, bruh. They said they would never date you first, fam. So, come on.
One, I don't care about dating.
Okay, but they agree with
number two,
ideas, but they don't agree with...
Number two, the way that you guys describe things is like doing fun things with your significant others, being feminine, is like, the gayest shit I've ever heard in my life. Why would spending time with your girlfriend or...
Did this guy say that's the gayest shit he's ever heard in his life? What?
Wife be... feminine.
You can spend time with, but I want to do things that are actually fun to me. Cooking is not fun to me. Watching TV and watching Netflix with Booby Bear, cuddling with our
Okay, what are fun things to you?
What is fun to you?
You know what's fun to me? You want to know what kinds of things that that Devin and I watch? We watch a lot of auto racing. We watch Philly. We watch sports. We both love football. Listen, Devin's not the biggest baseball fan. She's not really. Devin likes hockey and football, right? And I mean, we'll watch the Sixers hopefully close out the Celtics tonight. She's not really a basketball fan. The reason why she watches these things is because we spend time together. And now she actually likes auto racing. Those are the kinds of things we do together, right? We work out together. We don't cook together, you know. And I agree with SNEAKO. Just don't do feminine activities with your woman. I don't think watching TV with your woman is feminine. But Devin and I, we watch a lot of sports. We love watching. Dude, we've got our shows that we binge on. Oh my God, we heard American Rust is coming back. That's going to be fucking fantastic. Love The Godfather of Harlem. Holy smokes. So our 3 shows are The Godfather of Harlem. We got 4 shows. The Godfather of Harlem, American Rust. What are the other ones? I can't believe I'm forgetting. Oh, we also watch Survivor every week. And these are things that I'm interested in. I don't watch things I don't want to watch. If there's something I don't want to watch, I don't watch it. I do not watch it. That's just how it goes. I can't believe I can't think of the other shows. Anyway, let's go.
Like maybe we can go skydiving. Maybe we can go
things you can do. You want to do jet skiing. You can do that with girls. You like to do that.
We can do that living in separate houses.
Yeah. But why can't you, while living in the same house too? Why can't your woman be your best friend also? Why can't she?
Woman is not your best friend. Now we're off in the weeds. Devin is not my friend. That doesn't mean that I don't like her. That doesn't mean we don't get along, but we are not friends. We are in a relationship. And relationships, sexual relationships between men and women, friend-free. Sorry.
Women and men are never going to be friends the same way that men are going to be friends.
So what if she likes guy stuff too, though? Like, what if she likes video games?
Video games? Yeah, playing video games is fucking feminine, guys. Sorry. The only people who thrive playing video games are guys like Destiny because he gets paid to do it. But listen, man, do what you have to do, decompress your mind, you know, set aside time to play video games. I don't know, an hour a day, whatever the case may be. But dude, playing video games for 18 hours a day and you're not getting paid for it, it's a waste of time, guys. It's a waste of time. But the point is, yeah, do masculine activities with your woman.
I like
you
anime.
said you don't want to date a guy that sucks dick, and now you want a guy who's gay?
What's gay about playing video games? You're doing things with your partner.
Yeah, I like all that stuff.
You want a game with your husband?
Yes, I like games.
You want a bisexual
guy? No, I don't.
So how many of you here, right, know someone that's married? Raise your hand.
I'm sorry, what was
you know someone that's married personally?
Yes.
Are they truly happy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Be honest. Are they really happy living together?
My parents are literally high school sweethearts, and they are actually happy.
Yeah, exception to the rule.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yes.
My aunt and uncle are also high school sweethearts. They actually are happy.
Anybody else?
Yeah. Now what's going to start happening is they're all going to start telling the same lie. Watch.
They're like, I was raised around very healthy marriages.
Outside of your family. Anybody else?
And
all of my friends' parents, I grew up around, same thing.
See, this is bullshit. All of my friends' parents are still married. That's bullshit. Dude, divorce is 60%. We all know someone who's been divorced, man. Get out of here. So she doesn't know anyone who's ever been. Come on, man.
Still married today. Happy as hell.
Still married today.
Still happy.
30 plus years. Yes.
Yeah.
I would argue that they argue multiple times a month. And ultimately speaking,
conflict is actually healthy for
long-term.
Yes.
No, it's not. Conflict is not healthy for relationships. Conflict is not healthy for relationships. Fuck that. I don't do conflict. I do confrontation. There's never, ever, ever been a conversation where Devin and I disagreed and we had an argument back and forth. I don't argue with my woman. I do not argue. I tell her what's going to happen, and she can either fall in line or she can get the fuck out. Literally my way or the highway. Literally my way or the highway. And the reason she falls in is because she trusts me. She knows I'm not going to lead us down some path of destruction. She knows that I have both of our interests at heart. And so if there's something that I want to do or buy or whatever, and she disagrees with it, she comes to me and says, "Hey, Donovan, got some potential issues with this. I want to know, here's what this is." She will lay out her issues. We will talk them over, and then I make the decision. But dude, conflict is not healthy for relationships. Fighting is not healthy in relationships. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Fighting and conflict are stupid because you end up saying shit that the other person never forgets. Nah, sorry.
Part of a relationship.
But stepping away and come back to that person is even better because
that's
once again,
not better. That's the worst thing in the world. It shows you can't even resolve conflict. Running. If you had a partner and you're like, listen, we're fighting. I'm leaving for 3 days and I'll come back. That's like the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Sorry, Destiny. No, I am not going to, dude. And again, this is why Destiny is dangerous to men. This is why he's dangerous to men. Oh my God, that's the worst thing to do. You want to know something? 50 years ago, that was the case. Unfortunately, Destiny, and let's get this straight. It shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be that leaving for 3 days get your woman back in line. But guess what? These are the women that we are dealing with here in 2023. It should not be this way. You should not, there is absolutely no way that leaving your residence for 3 days should cause your woman to treat you better, but it does. That's the bottom line. Destiny is arguing, and I don't think he realizes this. Destiny is arguing as though we're back in the 50s. No, the same principles don't apply here, fam. They do not apply here. We are talking about dealing with women in 2023, not 1923. In 1923, agree 100%. 2023, not so much. 2023, not so much. If you stand around and you argue with your woman for half an hour, no, I got a conflict resolution and blah 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 blah. That shit is a no-go. Girls hate that. We saw it on Love Is Blind with Jacqueline and Marshall. Marshall would not stop. He's like, look, we got to talk this out. We got to iron this out. We got to fix this. I love you, blah, 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 blah. And Jacqueline was just like, dude, like, fuck. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
There's a difference between, like, avoidance and blowing off, like, steam, right?
Hold on. Destiny, can I make an ad hominem?
Is it about sucking dick again?
No, it's not. But you don't live with your wife all the time.
I literally do.
No, you don't.
We travel sometimes. We live together like 95% of the time. Yeah, we travel to different places.
Doesn't you have an apartment in Austin?
Yeah, that she goes to, like, I think she's been there like 2 weeks of the past year.
Yeah, that's probably the apartment that she gets smashed out by guys.
But I went with her last time. We lived together.
She just told me on my stream that she
went with her last time?
Went to Hawaii with, like...
Yeah, she was in Hawaii for a week too, and I traveled too. But we live together. We don't have separate houses. Listen, nobody here, like she said with her dad, sometimes people travel. That's fine. But when we're both at home, why would I want to live apart from my wife? I love being with her. I like spending time with her. I like waking up. I like seeing her in the morning. I like drinking coffee with her. I like hanging on the balcony.
But you get fed up with her eventually, and then you go your separate ways. And
no. I don't get fed up with her. There are just things I like to do with other people too. But I'm never like, I'm sick of you. I need to get away from you.
Like, that's kind of what it is. And Fresh's ultimate point.
That's not what it is at all.
If you spend 100% of your time with your significant other, you're both gonna bring each other down. Then you end up relying on each other. You get complacent. You get too comfortable.
This is true. 100% of the time versus living in a separate house are two totally different things.
Like, you can be together in a house and not be crowding each other all the time.
Yes. Now, again, I will agree with Destiny there. Devin and I, we've lived together now for 5.5 years. Almost 5.5 years. And this is my sanctuary. This is my sanctuary. So much so, I keep the door locked. I keep the door locked in my own house because I want to know that I am in here all alone. So yeah, Devin and I, we live together, but dude, most of our time is spent apart. So I agree with Destiny there. Just because you live together doesn't mean you're up each other's asses 24/7, but not everyone has the means to live in a nice 3-bedroom townhouse. We got 3 bedrooms in here, man. We got 3 bedrooms, 2 stories. We hardly use the other 2 bedrooms, or I use this. So there's our bedroom, then there's the studio. That's bedroom number 2. The other one's a guest bedroom. It's hardly ever used. The only person who really sleeps in there is Olivia when she stays here.
A lot of times where Mella's at her corner of the house and I'm at my corner of the house doing emails, doing work, and she's like working on her fucking Instagram and shit. Right? There are times where we're working on different things. We're not crowding each other. Like, you can do that in the same house. It's possible.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's 3 main reasons why I think you need to live apart.
Always with the list.
You gotta be able to outline.
Advice or not?
Yeah. So number 1, like I said before, it keeps the guy sharp, right? Like he's gonna stay sharp. Number 2, it promotes productivity, and then number 3, which is gonna be kind of toxic, it keeps the girl guessing. Like, here's the thing with women, right?
Thank you. There it is. Unfortunately, this is what it takes. It should not be like this, but this is how it is. Shouldn't be like this, but this is how it is, man. Shout out to Night Commander with 5 gifted memberships. Shamar Williams, the wholesome coach, Square Table Degenerates, Mr. Nice Glass. If you guys all would, put your age and location in the chat. You never know who could be living close to you. Sean Morris with a $5 super chat says, Destiny is the living embodiment of bad faith arguments. Yeah, I would agree with that. Jay Blaze, $2, says, Trade game is necessary in 2023. I could not agree more. Long Ho with the $2 super chat says, you would have smoked them all, Donovan. Yeah. Yep. Probably. Let's continue.
Right? Women, once they get bored with you, that's the beginning of the end.
That's it.
And when she doesn't necessarily know what you're up to all the time, keeps her mind racing, she's like, what's he doing? Blah, blah, blah. And I've always said it, a woman's imagination is your best friend. Being too available, her being able to see what you're doing all the time, it makes you less attractive to her because men and women are different. Women want to make sure. Hold on. Let me just finish my point real quick. Like, women need to feel like they're getting the best man that they can get, and they can't have them all the time. It sucks, but that's a necessary component.
Thank you. It sucks, he said. But that's a necessary component
for women to be attracted and aroused by you.
Bingo. Again, in 1923, if a woman was privy to everything that you have ever done, if a woman is privy to everything you have ever done, that does not affect her attraction to you, not one iota. Not one iota. Not one. Back in 1923. But women in 2023, if they know too much about you, they get bored. This is just how women are. Feminism, TikTok, Instagram has given women ADHD or ADHDD, attention deficit dick disorder. I know I probably said that all backwards, but that's how it is. And Myron said it. It sucks, but that's how it is. Guys, again, I advise men about women based on, how can I put this? I advise men based on what women are, not what they should be. That was the one contention I had with David West. David West is a good guy. Call him what you want, simp, whatever. I think he's a good guy. I like the kid. I really do. I really do. And if I find out that his wife Cassie screws him over, I will crucify her. Because David West is a good man. He's a good man. Yeah, he's clueless, but that doesn't make him bad. He's a good dude, man. He's a good fucking dude. I might not agree with all of his talking points, but I know that in his heart he's a good dude. Right? Unfortunately, he seems to think that women operate here in 2023 the way they operated in 1923. That's just not the case. That's just not the case.
So again, I get where you guys are saying, like, hey, for the relationship, what the girl wants, blah, blah, blah. But I'm speaking from the male perspective.
Thank you.
How you maintain attraction in the relationship is to not always be available. And that's the other biggest thing, too, is when she doesn't know where you're at all the time, it has her mind racing, which is to your benefit.
You say that, and I think in some really weird hyper red pill world, that might be true of some women.
No, Destiny, that's true of most women. See, that's the thing. In this hyper red pill, Destiny, the world is the red pill, dude. The world is the red pill. The red pill is the truth. This is how it is. It shouldn't be this way, but it is.
But the reality is, listen, you thought you were a fucking federal investigator. A woman that is suspicious is the most keen, crazy fucking investigator in the world. She's going to be driving outside your apartment. She's going to have a second cell phone with a SIM card, watching your texts.
What? Bingo. Bingo. And guess what? If she's spying on you, looking at your text message, blah, 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 guess what she's not, Destiny? She's not bored. She's not bored. Law number 41 of the 49 laws of Sharpe is women will forgive cheating before they forgive boredom. The worst thing you can be in a relationship with a female is boring. And if you live separately from her, you are anything but boring. Let's see if Myron backs this up.
How the fuck would you want a relationship like that?
Hold on. But if she's invested, right, and doing all that, what does that mean?
She's never bored.
That means your relationship fucking sucks ass.
No, don't do that, Destiny. Don't do it.
When a girl is chasing...
Do you see? Even the girls are disagreeing with Destiny. Watch. Watch.
You want a relationship like that?
Hold on. But if she's invested, right, and doing all that, what does that mean?
She's never bored.
That means your relationship fucking sucks
No.
ass. That's the worst relationship ever.
When a girl is
See, old girl on the rise, like, nope, not at all. See that?
chasing you, that's what I want. I want the woman to be chasing the guy.
That's a psycho. That's a psychopath.
Because women, hold on.
That's not psychopath shit. That's the way women are. That's the way women are programmed these days. That's not psychopath shit at all. That's just how they are.
When women are chasing your validation and they're stalking you and they're making all these investments, that means they, number one, love you. Number two, they care. And number three, they're less likely to do bullshit and go off with another guy because she's too busy chasing your validation.
Yeah. Thank you. See, guys, listen. Guys, like, I don't want to. I really don't want to talk shit about the kid, but guys like Destiny don't know this stuff. He has no idea that this is how it works with women. He has no idea. Dude, guys like myself, Myron, SNEAKO, we've known this stuff for years.
Yeah, but then you're gonna be like DJ Act in the lobby with a girl like hitting another girl, like getting mad that you're talking to somebody.
No. Nope. Nope. Sorry.
Here's the thing. My point is, I want the man to maintain the leverage where the girl likes him more than he likes her.
Unbelievable. Myron is flat out cooking. He's cooking. Leverage. I say this all the time. And you want to know something? I'm not the first one to say it. The first person that said that was Kevin Samuels. He said that on the 6th. He's like, Donovan, the reason why, there are many reasons why you and Devin have a good relationship. He said, but the number one reason is you have leverage. You pay all the bills, the apartment, were we here? No, we were already here. He says, the townhouse lease is in your name. All of your cars are in your name. The car that you bought her for her birthday is in your name. All of these things, you have leverage. And that's what Myron is talking about. Women do not like men who don't have some kind of leverage. Women don't like having leverage over men. They enjoy it for a little while because it gives them a little bit of a power trip. But women don't want to be around a man they know they can control. They don't want to be around a man who doesn't have any leverage.
And the reason for that, even though girls might say that's toxic, is because women have so many options nowadays. The only way that you can circumvent female hypergamy and them having all these options is she needs to like you more than you like her.
Bingo.
That's what it is. That's when women are the happiest, when they feel like they got the prize.
Yeah.
And for you to feel that way, you have to exemplify traits. And not living with her allows you to have that air of mystery.
I don't think most of would like it, but yeah.
You're going to say something?
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I think
please.
that it's called playing games. If you want her to be crazy about you, why don't you want her to... Okay, so...
She said it's called playing games. Hey, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it whatever. You can call it playing games. You can call it game. You can call it manipulation. Girls do the same thing, guys. Girls do the same thing. And the way girls are, you cannot be straight up with women. You can't. You cannot let a woman know how you really feel about her. Hell, dude, honestly, as a man, you might actually like your woman more than she likes you. But if so long as you don't let her know that, you're good. As long as you don't let her know that or show it, you're good. You are absolutely, positively good. Dude, Myron is cooking today. God. Oops.
Men wants women to bring them peace, right? So why can't you bring
Okay, so you said playing games, right?
Yeah,
here's the thing that sucks. See, I wish we could be honest with women.
Okay.
But the thing with women is that you guys are
guys, listen, I have not watched this. I haven't watched it. I have absolutely not watched this. It is insane. Just listen.
Attracted to toxic things.
No,
Yes.
not all the
Really?
women.
Look, listen.
Here's the thing that sucks. See, I wish we could be honest with women.
Okay.
But the thing with women is that you guys are attracted to toxic things.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yes, you are.
Yeah, no.
Really?
What's the highest selling book for females?
For females, I'm a woman. 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, this bitch. Come on.
Here's the thing that sucks. See, I wish we could be honest with women.
Okay.
But the thing with women is that you guys are attracted to toxic things.
No,
Yes.
not all the
Really?
women.
Yeah,
Hold
no.
on, stop the show. What's the highest selling book for females?
For females.
Yes.
Not all the
Really?
women.
Yeah,
Hold on,
no.
stop the show. What's the highest selling book for females?
50
For
Shades of
females,
Grey.
I'm a woman.
Oh,
50
this-
Shades of Grey.
Yeah,
you are
but
a
it's
female.
a fantasy. Everybody has fantasy. That does not have any
lame.
No, hold on. Why is 50 Shades of Grey the most popular female book?
Because girls love to be dominated.
Okay. No, hold on. Wait.
No,
We
but
forgot
it's
some other
only
things.
sexual. It's
hold on.
not. It's
No,
not.
but
It was not just sexual as everything else, sweetie.
Yeah, understand.
In a relationship, it's two different things.
Yeah,
So
but that's how
maybe-
you maintain sexual attraction in the relationship. Is you have to have the things that Christian Grey has: dominant, assertive, successful. He's the one running the relationship. She likes him more than he likes her. Women find these things attractive, right? Universally.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I
maybe
get it that you
some
guys might
women,
say,
not
"I don't
all.
like this. It's toxic," or blah blah blah. But the reality is, you're aroused and attracted to it, and that's what I'm telling guys to be. Because being a nice guy, being with your girl all the time, always being available, it's not attractive. Women want a guy that they have to chase.
Can I tell you something?
sure, go
Okay,
ahead.
so for
Oh God, this is the type of bitch. I can't stand bitches that while someone's talking, they just I can't stand that shit, man. I really can't. I hate it. I hate it. All right, let me read some of you guys' super chats here. Give me a second. See if I can find them. That's not what I wanted to do. Jesus. Hell, dude, you gotta be kidding me. All right, we're good. All right. John with the $20 super chat says, did you speak on the Rolo versus SNEAKO situation yet? What are your thoughts? This is the first I'm hearing of it. It's the first I'm hearing of it. Devin, if you would, do a little bit of crack research and find out about that. Even Zoo member for 27 months says women align with Destiny but aroused to his opposite. Yeah, of course. Of course. They align with Destiny verbally, but what they do, come on, like we all know what's up. Real Bravado Network says no one can beat your analysis. Hashtag the real Kingmaker Donovan. Appreciate that very much. RBN. Ken Rose with the $10 super chat, and he actually said something. Thank you, Ken. You've super chatted like $5 zillion, and you've never said anything. He says, regarding Destiny's views about success, a woman doesn't make you successful. You should already be successful before being in any relationship or even before casually dating. 1,000%. 1,000%, man. Wow, very, 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 very well said. Very well said. Right after the show, guys, right after the today's live stream, pardon me, I'll be continuing my breakdown of season 13 of Married at First Sight. We got a lot of people out here that like to claim that dating shows are scripted, which is the absolute dumbest thing I've ever heard. Because if they were scripted, the girls would pick the nice guys instead of the bad boys. Now, we clearly know and understand that, but we know that nothing could be further from the truth, right? We also know that watching and observing these dating shows is one of just a few ways to really see the raw and uncut, unfiltered female nature on full display for all the world to see. Now, I have dissected and analyzed 25 seasons of dating shows you can watch live for free at sharpstream.com/preview. But if you want access to the over 35,000 hours of exclusive breakdowns of dating shows and full-length movies, become a member of SharpStream for less than 17 cents a day. Let's continue.
For example, I like boring, nice guy. I don't like.
This bitch just said I like boring, nice guys. Oh my god! look at Myron's face. Look at Myron's face. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, damn! I thought I turned that. Let me go back to the left view. I thought I turned that off. Whatever. Oh, that's why. Ah, that's what it was. Got it. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. All right. That's actually the cover screen. All right. I'm all out of sorts today, but it's all right. It's all right. All right, let's continue.
Well, I like boring, nice guy. I don't like.
Look at Myron. Look at Michael. Look. This is another meme. This is another meme. I love it when I get these memes. Love it when I get these memes. Look at Myron. He's like, really? Dude, here we go. Here we go.
Really, nigga?
Mm-hmm. I like boring, nice guys.
I do. I don't like bad guys. I don't like.
Yeah. You were in a relationship for 8 years living with them. What happened?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you want me to tell you why we broke up?
Yes.
It's pretty personal, but
I would. Yes, thank you.
It was pretty much my fault. I was pretty toxic at some point.
So you had a nice guy and you didn't like it.
No, that's not what happened.
What, you cheated?
So why we toxic?
No, I didn't cheat.
He was nice. So why?
Okay, so not to give out all the story, but I had a phase in my life when I was
hoe phase.
A little bit toxic.
Yep, a hoe phase, cheating, fucking random dudes. Yep.
She belongs to the streets.
Don't say that.
She belongs to the streets.
Wait, it's funny. You just said that you don't want toxic, that you want something calm.
I was with him.
You had a calm relationship and you started being toxic.
There's more to a relationship than just whether or not they're calm.
I was with him for 8 years, so it was a roller coaster. You know, it's not always perfect, but I was with him for 8 years. I loved him for 8 years.
What did you do that was toxic?
What did I do that was toxic? What? I don't want to go into that.
Okay. Yeah, she cheated. That's what she did.
But basically, women like drama. Women need drama.
But it's
women need to be emotionally involved. They need to be invested like they're watching a drama movie.
There it is. There it
This
is.
is how you approach high school relationships and how you approach healthy long-term relationships.
Yes, but here's the thing, Destiny, and Destiny makes a good point. But guess what, Destiny? Most girls in their 20s have a high school mentality. Why? Because when girls figure out that men want to fuck them, they stop maturing. Why do you think 25, 26, and 27-year-old bitches out here act like they're 13, 14 years old? Because they started getting looks from men at 13, 14 years old. That's why they still act like they're in high school.
Ass woman, look what happened.
Yeah, she knows the relationships end. She was probably the longest relationship of this entire table. Like,
it was deep. It was a really deep stuff, family stuff. It was like a big deal. So it was. I'm not going to explain and go into detail, but it was a valid reason. But it was not like I was looking for drama. It was.
I don't buy that.
Like.
You said you was toxic.
Yeah, but sometimes stuff happened, you know, so...
Yeah, like what?
I don't think that would have happened if he was living in a different place and you weren't getting his attention all the time. You probably would not have acted so toxic.
There we go. There it is. There it is. Guys, girls get bored. Check this out. Stability bores women. Stability bores women. Stability bores hot young women. Hell, stability bores women in their fucking 40s. You kidding me? They've drank the Kool-Aid too. This bitch actually wants to sit here. So she tried to hedge. She tried to go both sides. Right? She tried to go both sides. She tried to say, well, we broke up because of something I did. I was the toxic one. Okay, so we give her credit for that, but she won't be specific about what she did. But she likes nice guys. Gotcha.
Probably started acting toxic because you got annoyed with them. You got bored. You needed some emotional involvement.
Thank you.
No, that's not true. I started acting toxic because of my trauma, some stuff that happened. Sometimes I do some
Here we go.
Emotional.
It's always something else. I was toxic because of my trauma, and my trauma is never my fault. She just sat here and said that she was toxic. She said the relationship ended because it's your stuff, because it's your fault, right? She said that. But then, now all of a sudden, now it was my trauma. Whatever.
Sometimes I do some stuff, but everybody has their trauma. Everybody reacts.
No, we don't. I don't have trauma. I was in a bad situation, but that wasn't trauma. It was a situation. It was the situation that I put myself in. I committed to a woman I had no business committing to, and made decisions I shouldn't have made. That's not trauma. It's just bad decisions, bro.
Everybody gets triggered and
So let me get this straight. You had a nice guy that was there for you, cared for you, and all of a sudden
I was living with him. I loved him.
Oh yeah, Eben Zuer says, "What are some French Chad names?" I remember actually one episode. I think it might have been either the Red Man Group or Rule Zero. I can't remember exactly, but they people were coming up with people were coming up with culturally appropriate names for a Chad, right? So Mr. Mister says a French Chad is Jean-Claude, Russian Chad Alexei, Brazilian Chad Paulo. Yes, Darius Orton Bjorn, right? Exactly. Japanese Chad Hiro. You know what I mean? Yes. Keep them coming, guys.
Wow. He loves me.
Clearly it doesn't work then.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Being a nice
all of
guy.
a sudden.
But it was 8 years. You cannot say that.
8 years of a good relationship.
8 years of a nice guy.
Living together.
Yeah,
Randomly,
no,
this
6 years,
traumatized feelings, this trauma came out of nowhere. You got triggered.
Randomly.
Nothing that he did.
Nothing.
And then you ruined the
Okay,
relationship.
so some stuff that he was doing was triggering me into some.
So first she took accountability, and now she's blame shifting. Here we go.
He got coughed too hard.
I thought he was peaceful. What are you
No.
gonna do?
I don't want to go into detail because I respect
That's
that.
fine.
Yeah,
You don't have to go into
you don't
detail.
have to
My
go
point is this: nice guys. There's a reason why they say nice guys finish last. Not always being available makes you more attractive.
Thank you.
That's not
just-
true.
I'm with a nice
It is true.
guy
not
right
true.
now, and I've literally left every toxic guy because they were toxic. I come from
How old are you?
a family that isn't the healthiest, so I want something that's healthy.
Okay, look, you do realize that your own personal experiences don't necessarily reflect the realities of the world.
How can you say that in front of you?
We can't correlate it to all women.
Because just because you're saying you like nice guys doesn't mean that a majority of women like nice
So
guys.
then I'm different.
Okay.
So then that means
Okay, then you're different. There it is. That's it.
You
be
might be an
different.
exception to the rule, but a lot of women don't like nice guys
Okay,
and
so
punish nice
who
guys.
likes nice
So
guys?
there are
At
women that are
disabled,
but
I
okay.
think just ask who likes nice guys.
All right. That's just getting a little bit. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next one here. Because Miss France is, she's got the need to be right. She's a last word type of bitch. She can't admit anything. All right, here we go. Oops.
Why are you trying to plug your Instagram so much?
Because it's a cool platform.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Alright, cool. Yeah. Rumble.com/SNEAKO, streaming every night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And that's where you can find me, Twitter, Instagram, other sites banned.
Fair enough. Yeah, go check them out, guys.
Yep.
Destiny, you got a question, so I'll turn it to you, my friend. Go ahead.
I have a question for the ladies on the panel.
Please.
Right.
Would you guys date a man
No,
who
already
said he
did
would
that.
never live with you, but instead wanted to live with all of his boys?
Sorry about that. Let's move over to the next one.
Mostly, a lot of black women statistically die more giving birth. So it's still a risk you're assuming just because
Oh my God.
I
So
was born a
the most
woman.
kids as well,
They
statistically.
abort the most kids, and also they're significantly fatter. So I like this statistic is always brought up to be like to bring up like health
No, that's a fact.
That's a
They're
fact.
5'3", 185 pounds.
But are you aware of the stats of like racism in the medical industry?
Yeah, see, this is the argument like that the nurses are racist because black women are dying more.
Nurse?
Red flag. Look, black women are extremely unhealthy compared to the other races in America. So this is like a weird thing.
And
You think
there's
the
a lot of
nurses are trying to
systemic
kill them?
issues that surround that, though.
You think the doctors are plotting? You think the doctors are KKK?
I didn't say that.
Wait,
I
hold
didn't
on.
think
Firstly,
that.
there are some doctors that literally will prescribe different types of medication if you're black or white.
Yeah,
and there
that's
are doctors that
true.
will
Like,
take
this
women less
exists.
seriously when it comes to pain, when it comes
Yeah,
to...
yeah,
But
exactly.
also,
Yes, but none of that has to do with the fact that black women are the least healthy group of people in America. And the reason why they're the least healthy is because they eat like shit and they never exercise. Myron says this all the time. You have control over every single solitary morsel you put into your mouth. You are responsible for your fitness. The medical community is not responsible for women, for black women being fat. Sorry, not gonna happen.
so, to be clear, too, the thing you point about black women being fat more often, that is true. But a lot of that is not just because, like, black women choose to, like, be fucking fat.
Yeah,
it also
they
has to do with... well,
Yes, they do choose to be fat, Destiny. They choose to be fat. They choose to be fat by eating like crap and not exercising. That's a choice. That's a choice. You choose to eat fucking fried chicken and donuts for breakfast. You choose not to work out. You choose to sign up for Planet Fitness and only show up on Free Bagel Fridays or Free Pizza Tuesdays. That is a choice.
but it also has to do with, like, your generational wealth. It has to do with where your family came from. It had to do with where you were born. It had to do with all these things that in the past...
Nah, negative. Negative. Sorry, listen, there are people with diseases that makes it hard for them to lose weight. That is like the 0.001%. Dude, Devin is 46 years old. She does not have a thyroid, and she is in phenomenal shape. There are no excuses. Sorry.
Past were controlled by things that were literally related to your race and the government.
No, man, if you're fat, you're fat. You ate too many calories.
Thank you! Thank you! All of this convoluted, it's the government and this conspiracy. Listen, I don't know about any of that. Listen, we can have another debate on that. But if you're fat, you're fucking fat, guys. I even admitted this myself. I got fat because I got lazy. I was eating too much, I didn't exercise. There's no excuse. Destiny's sitting here making excuses for black women. You're fat. The reason why you're fat has nothing to... Destiny is trying to tell black women that they are not responsible for their own fatness. Sorry.
Has nothing to do with the government and all that other stuff.
Thank you!
Hold on. Do you think a 5-year-old chooses to be fat?
Here's the thing: when you become an adult, you do have a choice to be fat or not.
When you become fat,
we're talking about adults.
When you become fat as a 5-year-old, you're fat forever.
No, you're not. You're not fat forever. There are people who are fat as a 5-year-old and fat forever. But guess what, Destiny? Let's just say for the sake of argument that he's right. Okay, mom and dad weren't the best parents in the world, had bad eating habits. You know, by the time you're in 6th grade, you're 195 pounds. Okay. All right. Guess what, Destiny? I still don't want to fuck a fat chick. I don't care why she's obese. I don't. If it can be unequivocally proven that it's a medical condition and it's a government conspiracy and the medical front, even if she could prove all that, I think to myself, okay, like, I feel sorry for you, but that doesn't give me a boner. Okay, so this woman is 280 pounds, but it's not her fault. Even if it genuinely was not her fault, even though we know it is, but even if it wasn't, we're still not attracted to that. Wow, that is the most... wow, that's a beautiful Basenji. Wow. I'm a dog snob, guys. I'm a dog snob. Jesus, that's a beautiful Basenji. Sorry.
Undoing that shit is almost impossible.
No, it's not.
Absolutely. It's like,
I
think 2%. 2%. That's great. That's great. And guess how much easier.
Do you see how Destiny just talks? That's great. Destiny, he is giving you the truth. Calorie restriction and exercise. That's great. He's still trying to take the responsibility off of people.
Life is, you don't ever have to worry about that, right? There are people that when you hit the when you hit the obese section in your BMI range, there is a 2% chance you ever make it back to normal.
So don't get obese.
Do you know how much easier you're starting in life if you got parents that care about diet, nutrition, and shit?
Yeah, but guess what, Destiny? When you're 5 years old and a fat kid, you still have HGH running through your veins. You absolutely can beat childhood obesity. You just have to decide to.
Shit, and you make it to 18 at a normal BMI, then a kid that's fucking overweight when they're 5 years old.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. But when you become an adult, if you're still a fat ass, it's your fault.
Thank you.
Okay, it's like the most one-dimensional way in the world.
Generally, what you said can be applied to many things. Though ultimately, your programming during your first 5 years of life is going to influence.
Oh, that's Sydney Watson. That is Sydney Watson, I think, guys. Now that I hear her accent.
It's many different aspects. For example, the amount of attention that you get from your parents, the nutrition that you eat. All of these things are forming your subconscious brain. So it's not just that. It's various...
Yeah, well, no one here would disagree. But for a lot of families of color in the United States, depending on your background, those things are starting off a lot farther behind than other...
So? Look, dude, information is everywhere, Destiny. I didn't know is no excuse anymore. Oh my God, there are billions of terabytes of information out there that teaches people how to lose weight. Go fuck yourself with this generational bluff. Nah, man. Nope, obesity's a choice. Sorry. Oh, that's not Sydney? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, Jay Blaze says, Donovan Sharpe said, remember the guy from Remember the Titans that he's a bodybuilder. Yeah, Ethan Suplee, who was in Remember the Titans. He was also in My Name is Earl. I think he was also in The Butterfly Effect. Yeah, he used to be a fat ass. Now he's not. Why? Because he decided to. That's why. I just don't understand why I just don't understand why we're removing why we have a problem with personal responsibility when it comes to your body type.
But that's not an excuse to be a fat loser.
I never said it's an excuse. This is just reality.
No, that's not an no, that is an excuse. And the difference between an excuse and a reason, an excuse is something you have control over. A reason is something you don't. So a reason for being obese, would be someone kidnapped me, they locked me in the basement, and they fed me 10,000 calories a day. Okay, you're held in captivity and being force-fed to eat food until you blow up. That's a damn good reason. Why are you 357 pounds? I was kidnapped, taken to a basement, and they fed me. That's what they did. Okay, look, I'll give you a pass on that. Still not going to bang you. But I'll give you a pass on that. An excuse is, oh, I have a thyroid disease. My family was fed. No, those are excuses. You have control over that. You can talk about, oh, it's deeply ingrained and rooted in this and that and the other. Dude, the internet influences children more than their parents do. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
No, I'm just justifying it. I'm just saying that's reality.
What are you doing?
I'm saying that if you look at a cohort of people, if you take a bunch of people, it's retarded to just say, oh, they need to make better choices. The reality is that
they do need to make better choices.
99% of people are going to be more or less moving through life in the environment they were born in. Very few people can buck that and become way better than their environment.
Okay, so as an adult, is it better to blame your environment or to make better choices?
You should make better choices, but realistically...
That's fucking it, Destiny. That's it. Thank you. You fucking lose. Blame your environment or make better choices. But in Destiny just agreed. Make better choices. Come on.
Most people won't.
Most people won't. Whose fault is that, Steven? If somebody won't make the right choice, that's their fault. They are accountable. I don't want to. So this guy again. He keeps moving the goalposts. First it's government, then it's the medical conspiracy, then it's generational. Now it's he wasn't the things ingrained in the brain. SNEAKO asked a very good question. So do you want to blame your environment or make better choices? Well, make better choices, but most people won't do that. Surprise for fucking surprise, Destiny. That's why most people are overweight. Because they're not making good choices. Come on, man.
That's just the reality.
But they should.
Yeah, they should, but most people won't. Most people can't.
No. There it is. He said most people won't and most people can't. Nope. Don't do that. Don't do that. There is nothing stopping anyone from making better choices. Unless you are being held in captivity and being fed 20,000 calories a day, you can make the right choice. Whether you will or not is up to the person. So already Destiny is he's already given us a bunch of excuses. Racism, generational racism, medical conditions, and now they won't make their own choice.
A lot of
no. It's either you can make better choices. You can't say they can't.
Choose not to.
It's
so then y'all choose.
There it is. That's it. So yeah, Destiny lost.
It's either you can make better choices. You can't say
right there. There it is. Destiny's not stupid. He gets it. He's not an idiot, man. Come on. Come on. Even the logical side of him said, yeah, listen, you got to make better choices. But then, oh, wait a minute, I agreed with SNEAKO. Oops.
They just choose not to.
It's.
So then y'all choose not to when y'all are living with a woman then.
Oh. I don't know. Okay, fine, but that doesn't have anything to do with obesity, sweetie.
Yeah, we chose not to.
The chair can't.
That's why you shouldn't. That's why you shouldn't live with them.
Yeah,
make better choices.
We chose not to maintain the attraction in the relationship. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't see what's your argument here?
My argument is that if y'all have the choice, then y'all have the choice regardless of what your environment is.
Yeah, if you live with a woman, you're saying that living with a woman is such a toxic environment, it destroys your...
He did not say that living with a woman is a toxic environment. That's not what he said. He said living with a woman helps you... Living with a woman softens you up. Nobody said toxic.
Your ability to hold frame. But
nobody said anything. Nobody said toxic and holding. Nobody said that. This is what Destiny does, is he will put words into your mouth. You'll say, I love chocolate ice cream. Destiny says, well, you're obsessed with chocolate ice cream. You can't get enough of it. You'd marry it. No, dude, I just said I like chocolate ice cream. Myron said living with a woman makes you soft, but then Destiny wants to characterize that living with a woman is toxic and you can't hold frame. Nobody said that.
living from 0 to 18 with fucked parents and then suddenly overcoming that.
It doesn't
you think
destroy
that's
the
possible?
ability, but it's better to live with men so that doesn't happen.
Dude, you're
to
playing
avoid a
such
scenario.
word games right now. You said earlier that if you live with a woman, it will make you a worse man.
It's more
We're talking about obesity. See, now he's weaving this stuff in.
more likely for that to happen. It's
word
easier
games.
to maintain frame if you're not living with your woman all the time.
I'm going to repeat it again.
Why
You said
would
if you live with a woman,
Makes
it
you
will
more
make you a
attractive.
worse man.
Makes you more attractive.
No. He did not say make you a worse man. He said it would make you soft.
But you said earlier, you guys were all saying earlier, will make you a worse man.
No, he didn't. See, these are the kinds of things that you just kind of have to parry around. These are the kind of things that you have to parry around. You have to, when you're in a debate with Destiny, you absolutely have to stop him and say, that is not what I said. This is exactly what I said. Because Destiny is very good at putting words in people's mouths. He likes to embellish our opinion.
Softens you up.
Does soften you up.
But if you,
yes, he said soften you up. Didn't mean to make you a worse man.
Why can't you just make better choices?
Yeah.
Yeah, making better choices
Make better choices and not live with a woman.
Out of the house more. That is a choice.
Okay, true. Then children should make better choices by having better parents and not being fat when they're 5.
That's what?
Are you serious?
What type of goalposts are you moving now? What are you talking about?
You're saying
what
that
are you
as
talking
a man,
about? Adults are more capable of making decisions than children.
You said it.
Guys, this is why Destiny is dangerous, dude. This is why he's dangerous, dude. So children should make better choices and pick their no, we don't pick our parents, Destiny. That's not how it works, homie. No, children don't choose their parents. So now he's trying to make children as responsible for their parents as a 21-year-old who's obese because she's making the wrong food choices. Give me a break.
Adults aren't capable. That's why they stay away from their women, because if they stay near their women, that environment will destroy them.
All right, let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic.
Bro, you argue to argue, man.
I'm not. That's what you guys are saying.
See, there it is. You argue to argue.
Miss Howard University, you were saying that there's racism in the medical industry because what? I'm sorry, that they label women as being obese? Sorry.
No, I did not start this discussion on black women and obesity. There's
women. Bitch, you got a fucking law degree. Let's use plural words correctly. Jordan Hare with the $20 super chat. Appreciate that. Says, my girl's mom and boyfriend are taking her to Disneyland next, even though I've already talked to her before about trips without me. Is this a girl's trip? If yes, how do I best break up with her? Jordan, I think you've asked this question. Before. If your girlfriend's mother and boyfriend are taking her to Disneyland, I don't think I would consider that to be a girl's trip. Disneyland is not exactly Las Vegas. So, but if you want to dump her, just dump her. The best way to break up with her is to call her and say, we're breaking up. That's it. That's what you do.
a plethora of reasons, actually, and the research really exists, and I'm not going to go into all of it. It is almost 1 a.m., and I do have work in the morning.
Here come the excuses for a flawed argument. Already.
But the research is out there, and Google is free. The stats are very real. There's a lot of social issues that surround it. There's a lot of socioeconomic differences that impact that. If you want to even start discussing obesity, socioeconomic status directly impacts the access to the quality of food that you're able to eat. So a lot of people in the Black community, they struggle with obesity because if you're in a low income group, you are typically eating a lot of fast food out of necessity because you can't afford to go to the nearest Whole Foods. You can't afford to go to Publix. Like, that's a very...
Whoa, Whole Foods and Publix. Whoa, sweet cheeks. Whole Foods and Publix are luxury brands. Those are luxury brands. What about Aldi? Huh? What about Grocery Outlet, Costco? There are less expensive options for Black people, number one. Number two, all these Black single mothers on welfare, they get hundreds, if not thousands of dollars per month from the government for food. You can't use your EBT card at McDonald's. They don't take EBT at Wendy's. They take EBT at the grocery store. And who controls what you put in the grocery cart? You do. You do. Black people, people eat fast food because they're fucking lazy. There are dozens of discount grocery store chains specifically designed to service people who cannot afford to go to places like Publix and Whole Foods. This bitch is acting like the only place to get good, wholesome, healthy, clean food are luxury grocery stores. Oh, I can't afford to go to Whole Foods. Let's go to McDonald's. That's ridiculous. Like, that's stupid. Right, even Zoomer says you can get healthy foods at Walmart. Yeah, Dio says that's how you know she comes from money. Of course. It's funny. She grew up in a privileged background. That's fine. That's not her fault. But it's almost like she's got like this, rich, affluent guilt.
Not really. It's something like in New York City, for example, they say that the projects are right next to the Whole Foods. It's literally like 2 blocks away, but they just
It's about if you can afford it, not the proximity to the Whole Foods.
Yes, but if you're a single mother, and a lot of women are, a lot of black women, dude, there are more black single mothers than black wives with children. Guess what?
Yeah, I know, but after 2020, you got all these government benefits, you got all these unemployment checks, and what do they spend it on? Weed, rapper weed, rental cars,
And he didn't
just
even go to Whole
garbage.
Foods.
Nobody
Either.
invested that money properly. All the people in the hood that got all these unemployment checks.
Look, the bitch is silent now.
And got all those government stimulus checks. They spent it on weed. They didn't go to Whole Foods. How many people from the hood went to Whole Foods with those unemployment checks?
None.
First of all, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about.
No, that is exactly what you're saying. You're saying that black people don't have access to good food. And I'm telling you they do. And SNEAKO just told you what I told you, how they can afford it from the government. It's choices.
You can go break it down to an individual level, but I'm talking about statistically, and that's what I'm saying. That's what exists, and that's what you could Google. That's what you could research on your own time. Not
this
mine.
narrative is why they start pushing towards slavery reparations.
Look, if you're gonna make an argument on the show,
Don't just
you
say
can't
Google
sit there
it.
and say Google it and then not stand for what.
Like, fuck that. Yeah, Google it, and she was all condescending. No, fuck you. You want to make an argument? Fucking make the argument.
You're trying to claim and say, I'm tired.
No,
that's
it's
ridiculous.
just at the end of the day, that's coping. Because I grew up in the hood, low income, and I'm not fat. Nobody in my family's fat. It doesn't matter if you're eating fast food if you have discipline. You go to the gym, you can eat fast food.
Wait, so now we're doing the exception thing?
I'm saying, can I finish first?
I didn't know we were doing the exception thing now.
It's not about me personally. What I'm saying is, you can, as a person, make better choices. You can eat McDonald's every day, and if you're still going to the gym, you're not necessarily going to be fat.
Unless you're 45 years old.
It doesn't matter about your income. You can buy fruit. They have fruit cups at fast food places too. Starbucks has it.
Right. Dude, farmers markets, super cheap.
McDonald's has it. Like, you can choose healthy depending on your income.
Dude, I'm trying to tell you. Like, there are more and more fast food joints. Oh, that's a nice St. Bernard. I'm watching the dog show. Fast food restaurants are aware of a more health conscientious society. And so what they have done now is they have started, and this has been going on for 15, 20 years. They offer salads, they've got diet sodas, they've got healthy options. Dude, Wendy's has great salads. Great salads. McDonald's has salads. Chick-fil-A has salads. So that excuse that black people don't have access to good food, that is 1000% fucking bullshit. Man, niggas in the hood get thousands of dollars in food stamps every single month. But what do they spend it on? Captain Crunch, Oreo cookies, Marie Calendar, which are really, really good Popeyes, by the way. Oh my God, the best Popeyes ever. Yes, Zena's right. You can make better choices.
And still discipline yourself. If you can't afford a gym membership, you could go to the beach. You can exercise. They have public gyms at the parks. So that's a cope. There's no excuse.
Thank you.
And black people are just lazy.
No.
That's true. First of all, I was gonna say let's not go into stereotypes.
Let's not go into stereotypes. Nah, niggas be lazy. We're going into fucking stereotypes, bitch. Stereotypes exist for a goddamn reason.
Hey, you started stereotyping the nurses.
She started it.
Right.
She said stereotypes, but stereotypes exist for a reason.
The nurses I talked about racism in a medical industry. That's very real.
Okay, you're stereotyping the doctors. But you know what's going to hold you back more than like the
I didn't
doctors?
say doctors are racist.
Fine.
I said there's racism
In the medical industry. You know what's going to hold you back more than thinking that the doctors and the hospitals are KKK is that victim mindset. Slavery reparations, they're trying to advocate towards that right now. And say,
he said KKK. Oh, wow. Now that's some shit that Destin even did. Look at Destiny's face. He's like, oh, this nigga just used my goddamn strategy. Viking Paradigm said Little Debbie snacks too. Man, oh my God, dude, don't even, oh my God, don't even get me started. Dude, listen, Little Debbie is a bitch I will never go back to. Oh my God. And Little Debbie be looking good too. Little Debbie's got she's got the big ass titties, she got the matching ass. She got the flat stomach, she's got the dangly belly button ring. I can't go back to the bitch. Can't do it.
San Francisco and these places, as soon as they get the slavery reparations, they're not going to go to Whole Foods with that money. They're going to go right to the Jordan store.
You can simultaneously recognize that.
Ooh, that's exactly right. When they get those reparations, and I've heard that they're supposed to give their residents like millions of dollars or whatever the case may be, they ain't going to Whole Foods. Nah, they ain't going to Whole Foods. They're going to Burger King. They're going to the Mercedes dealership. They're going to Dr. Miami. They're getting them titties done. They're getting them rims put on their car. Dude, these bitches get thousands of dollars every year from the government on taxes. What do? They go off and they buy cars they know they can't afford. That's about to be happening right now. Bitches are tax rich right now. You think they're pardon me, you think they're you think they're going to go to Whole Foods? Hell no. Just like SNEAKO said, they're going to call up they're going to call up the dope boy. They're going the PBGB. It's a pretty dog. They're calling their weed man. They're calling their weed man. They're going to the dealership. They're going to Forever 21. Then they're going to see Dr. Miami. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Choices, gentlemen, choices. The black community is in the shit because of choices.
It's really hard to overcome your environment while still advocating for making good decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you guys will sit here and pretend like environment doesn't matter, but you all realize how important
environment does matter, Steven. But again, your environment doesn't dictate what you do. You have a choice.
What environment is. That's why, even though I was roasting you for it earlier, it is good to like live with guys, or at least have a network of guys that are pushing you to be better. Because left to their own devices, a guy will be fucking lazy. You'll sit on the couch, you'll smoke weed, you'll do nothing all day. Mm-hmm. But when you're surrounded by other people that are driving you to do better, then you're going to do better. Not necessarily because you're making better decisions.
No, that's exactly why. You're making better decisions because you're around people who make better decisions. Come on now.
Which you are, but because you got people pushing you. And when, from ages 0 to 18, if you've got somebody pushing you your whole life to have a routine, to have discipline, to go to the gym.
Oh shit, guys. I got to leave it right there. And I'm not going to be able to do a breakdown today because the Sixers, I did not realize. I thought the Sixers game was at 8:30. That motherfucker is on right now. I do apologize. I do apologize. For the early dismissal. I will more than make it up to you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys all for watching, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care.